Santiago y sus campanas coloniales en Nicaragua, orgullosamente quezalguaqueño.
In 1985, Brookline resident and educator Maxine Shaw was living and teaching in a one-room schoolhouse in rural Quezalguaque, Nicaragua. Friends from Brookline visited and saw the need for support, so they began sending school supplies. They also undertook other projects, such as purchasing a cow to provide milk for her young students. In 1987, with the help of several groups, an official sister city relationship was established between the town of Brookline and Quezalguaque. 35 years later, we're still in that relationship, and this video highlights a few of our many projects.
Hi, I'm Maxine Shaw, and I'm sitting in front of a painting of the Quezalguaque Library, which was done by Felipe Loza, who was mayor of Quezalguaque at the time that the library was opened in 2003. The construction of the library provided important employment for residents of Quezalguaque who worked alongside Brookline volunteers. The library contains more than 4,000 books and furniture and equipment donated by Sister City and other organizations. It has internet access, and it also has a computer room furnished by furniture and equipment donated by Brookline Rotary. The library is used frequently by elementary and high school pupils, and also a growing number of college students from Quezalguaque and the surrounding area. Since all Nicaraguan students must purchase their own textbooks, its sets of these provide an important lifeline for those students whose parents cannot afford to do so. A mobile library brings books and activities weekly to rural schools, and the library itself is one of the biggest buildings in town, so it's also used for training, for meetings, for social gatherings, and for children and adults. Free art classes are also held there weekly. Sister City recently sent funds to renovate parts of the library and give it a new coat of paint.
Hi, my name is Peter Moyer. I'm a retired emergency physician and a member of the Sister Cities Health Committee. In the 1990s, the Health Committee helped construct the town's health center and its 2 satellite clinics. More recently, we have donated a colposcope, an ultrasound machine, a laboratory machine, an ambulance, asthma equipment. We have traveled to Nicaragua with groups of students. We've led public health students for a 6 weeks practicum. The main areas they've worked on have been chronic renal insufficiency, disease endemic to that area, and teenage pregnancy, also endemic. The students stay with families for their 6 weeks, which is a very good cultural experience for both sides, as well as work with the local medical director and the regional medical school, Unan Leon, working with both students as well as faculty. So we appreciate your funds to date, and we hope you'll continue to fund us for a bunch of very helpful projects.
Hi, I'm Joanna Sullivan, and I first went to Quezalguaque with Peter Moyer and other Masters of Public Health students back in 2017. Having been to Nicaragua before as a nurse, I was familiar with their healthcare system and the fact that sometimes even basic necessities are lacking. The summer that we went together with the Sister City was in 2017. We did a project on adolescent sexual and reproductive health, specifically around teenage pregnancy, STIs, STDs, and HIV. We worked closely with professors from Unan Leon, who were always willing to help us with Sister City projects. Fortunately, some of their students also joined us and helped us reach people in outlying areas. We haven't gone back to Quezalguaque for some time because of the pandemic, but we hope to continue these trips in the near future. There's a great need to focus on public health issues, contribute our knowledge and resources, and collaborate with the people of Quezalguaque to find viable solutions.
Hi, my name is Richard Segan. I'm a former president of the Brookline Sister City Project. I wanted to say a few words about our Clean Water Initiative. There have been concerns in the Quezalguaque community about water quality, and parts of the community have had no or very limited access to clean water. In some neighborhoods, for example, there was only clean water coming through the pipe distribution system for 2 or less hours per day. Thanks to generous donations from many people like you, support from the Rotary in Brookline, a partnership with the Rotary Club in Nicaragua, a grant from the Rotary Foundation, and grants secured by ACODES, we have not only tested water quality, but since 2017, there have been many improvements made to the water systems. Many people have worked on this, from those on the ground in Quezalguaque and nearby Leon, to experts and volunteers in the United States, including from our board. Thank you all for making this project possible.
Hi, I'm Sarah Johnson, a Sister City board member and the overall coordinator for water improvements in Quezalguaque. Accessible clean water in Quezalguaque has been an important Sister City initiative from 2017 right up to the present. When we did the needs assessment in 2017, we found out that many things weren't working. The chlorination systems weren't working, seals and screens on wells and tanks were missing, electrical service to the pumps was spotty, water quality was not up to standard, and water quantity was insufficient for the population needs. Much of this was due to a lack of training and support for the local water committees who manage the systems and the lack of financial and material resources. It takes a village, as the saying goes. The Water Improvement Coalition that was established at the onset has been critical in order to first diagnose the problems there and then implement improvements. All 7 water systems that we focused on initially have been improved, and 2 of them even have solar panels to cut dependence on electricity and reduce costs. We still have much more work ahead, but it is our hope, with the generosity of people in Brookline, that we can get clean drinking water to everyone in Quezalguaque. Thank you very much.
I'm Carol Pinheiro, and I'm on the Education Committee. Teaching English is important in Nicaragua. Sister City has offered workshops for English teachers in Quezalguaque, provided by board members with experience in this field. They've taught techniques for students to practice English in the classroom that included activities and games. They've also brought visual aids like pictures to hang around the classroom, and materials like notebooks, markers, pens, and pencils for teachers and students. Some years ago, we were able to secure funds to purchase computers so that each high school would have a computer classroom. Students could learn to use the internet and do research. About 5 years ago, a few English teachers from Quezalguaque came to Brookline for a cultural exchange. They visited both elementary and high schools to observe the teachers. They also shared their language and culture with the students. Here's one of the teachers who participated in these activities.
Hello, my name is Marjorie Flores. I am an English teacher. I work at Germán Pomares School in Quezalguaque. I have been in Boston twice. I was invited by the Sister City. The Sister City had made many donations to our school. For example, we had many English dictionary, we had another English dictionary, we had this beautiful data and that, and also we had some computer like this.
Sister City also supports a project that teaches storytelling techniques to librarians. They learn to read aloud and promote literacy skills among elementary school students. Another project we support is scholarships for university students who don't have the means to pay for tuition, books, and travel. We do this in collaboration with FNE International, who vets the students. Here's someone who received a scholarship.
My name is Muriel Rodriguez. I live in Cristo Rey, Quezalguaque. I received a scholarship from Sister City through SNE. That means I had money every month. First year I am studying medicine at Una León. I grateful for the scholarship. Thank you.
Much has been done in Quezalguaque since 1987, but as you can see, much remains to be done. We're very grateful to our volunteers and supporters over the years, and other organizations who have helped make these projects possible. We hope that you will consider making a donation so that we can continue to collaborate with our sister city, Quezalguaque. Thank you. Brookline High School has also collaborated on projects like welcoming the English teachers from Quezalguaque, sending a group of students to visit Nicaragua, and supporting the water project by fundraising.
Tradiciones de mi pueblo, su santuario y sus campanas coloniales en Nicaragua, orgullosamente Quezalguaqueño.